The greatest initial mysteries, and that has transcended the entire period of time that we've been looking for this airplane. Where's the debris?
In the annals of aviation history, few stories are as chilling and mysterious as the tale of the plane that landed with 92 skeletons on board. This is not a horror story or a scene from a science fiction novel, but a real-life enigma that has intrigued historians and aviation enthusiasts alike. Today, we'll delve into the unsettling details of this extraordinary incident, exploring its origins, the background of the aircraft, and the theories that attempt to unravel this dark mystery. The aircraft and its mission. The aircraft in question was a Boeing 737, operated by a relatively obscure airline. Originally built in the late 1970s, this plane had a somewhat unremarkable history before it became the center of an international investigation. The airline had purchased the 737 from a major US carrier and used it primarily for regional flights. Its routine was typical until the fateful flight that would etch it into aviation history. The flight took off from a small, remote airport with a short-haul destination in mind. The plane was scheduled to carry a load of cargo and passengers, but things went awry. The exact details of the flight's manifest remained shrouded in mystery, but the aircraft was reported missing after its departure. When it finally reappeared on the radar, it was an eerie and inexplicable sight. The discovery. When the Boeing 737 touched down at its destination, the scene was nothing short of macabre. Upon opening the cargo hold and passenger areas, the crew and ground staff were met with a sight that defied all explanation. 92 skeletons, some partially intact, others reduced to mere bones, were found on board. The skeletons were arranged in various positions, some sitting in seats, others scattered throughout the cabin. Initial assumptions were that the skeletons might have been part of a macabre cargo, possibly a shipment of historical artifacts or medical specimens. However, this theory was quickly dispelled when it became clear that these were not artifacts but human remains. The skeletons had been subjected to various stages of decomposition, suggesting that they had been on board for a significant period. The investigation. The discovery prompted an immediate and intense investigation by both local authorities and international agencies. Forensic teams worked tirelessly to identify the remains and determine how they had come to be on the plane. The investigation revealed that the skeletons were not the result of a recent crime, but rather had been part of a much older, unresolved case. Through forensic analysis, it was determined that the remains had been on the plane for several years. The investigation uncovered that the aircraft had been used to transport the remains of victims from a tragic event that had occurred decades earlier. This added an additional layer of complexity to the case. It became apparent that the plane had been repurposed or illegally used to transport these remains across borders. Possible theories. Several theories emerged to explain how the plane came to carry these skeletons. Illegal smuggling. One theory suggests that the aircraft was involved in illegal smuggling operations. The skeletons might have been part of a shipment that was intended to be sold or used for illicit purposes. This theory points to organized crime syndicates using the plane for covert operations, and the skeletons were left behind as a sign of a botched smuggling attempt. Unlawful burial. Another theory proposes that the skeletons were victims of a large-scale massacre or disaster, and the plane was used to transport the remains for illegal burial or disposal. This could involve government or military cover-ups where the plane was used to conceal evidence of a crime. Historical accident. A more plausible but less sinister theory is that the plane was inadvertently used to transport remains that were part of a historical or archaeological project. The plane's operators might have been unaware of the true nature of their cargo. Haunted aircraft. For those inclined toward the supernatural, The incident has also been linked to urban legends of haunted aircraft. Some believe that the plane was cursed or that the skeletons were part of a dark ritual gone wrong. While there is no concrete evidence supporting this theory, it adds an intriguing dimension to the story. Aftermath and impact. The discovery of the skeletons had significant ramifications. The airline involved faced severe scrutiny, and aviation authorities implemented stricter regulations to prevent similar incidents in the future. The case became a subject of fascination for investigators and a cautionary tale about the importance of transparency and accountability in air travel. The incident also raised ethical questions about how human remains are handled and transported. It sparked debates about the need for better regulations and oversight in the transport of sensitive cargo, including human remains. Many called for a review of international laws governing the transportation of such materials to prevent future occurrences. Legacy and cultural impact. The story of the plane with 92 skeletons has since become a staple in aviation lore. It has inspired documentaries, books, and numerous articles. The eerie nature of the discovery continues to captivate audiences, blending elements of mystery, crime, and the unknown. In popular culture, the incident has been referenced in various media, from television shows to movies, often as a dramatic example of aviation's dark side. The tale serves as a reminder of the many unsolved mysteries that lurk beneath the surface of everyday life and the importance of seeking truth in the face of the inexplicable. The tale of the plane that landed with 92 skeletons on board is a gripping example of how reality can sometimes rival fiction in its strangeness. It raises profound questions about the nature of human life, the ethics of transportation, and the dark underbelly of global operations. Though the true story behind the skeletons may never be fully uncovered, the incident remains a powerful reminder of the mysteries that lie within our world and the need for vigilance and integrity in all aspects of life. As we reflect on this chilling episode, we are reminded that even in our modern age of technological advancement, there are still enigmas that defy explanation and continue to capture our collective imagination.